gracious. Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Welcome, come on in and say hi. I thought tonight we could take some of my cans. I've got lots of old cans. I actually used these on projects before, but I'm recycling them. So we're gonna take a big, a medium, and a thin can, and we're gonna age these up. We're gonna do the big one first, because it just depends on how I feel after I do number one. It may take a while. But what I wanna show you is, you can take, if you're into vintage primitive, you can take this simple shaker seeds and now you can make it look old. So it's not looking, see this difference? Hey Levon. So it looks much better when you can coffee stain it up really good. Hey Debbie. Than just printing it off the printer. Hey Carolyn, how are you? So I'm gonna show you this real quickly. We're not gonna dry it. This is just to show you. Hey Lori. So what I did with this, as you can see, how light in color. Hey Sheila, how light in color it is. So when we coffee stain it and actually put coffee on it, it gives you a distressed kind of look, like vintage primitive, okay? So I wanted to show you what I did, and this is all you do. Take your grunge, your coffee grunge. If you've never made it, hi Criselda, if you've never made the coffee grunge, if you go to My Sweet Home Living, she has it listed on her page. And then visit her page while you're there. She has the coffee podge, which is this is with glue. Hey Lori, this is coffee podge. This is done with glue and grunge. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this boring, light, dull paper, and we're gonna make it look vintage primitive. Okay. So all I'm doing is I'm just taking my grunge. Try to take some of it off. I'm just trying to show you what I'm doing. Now, I try to leave some of it on thick and try to tap your brush because it kind of gives you that really deep stain. I'm just going to show you one because this could take forever. Hey Shannon. Hey Brenda, how are you? And now you're going to take your coffee, instant coffee. If you can find it at Dollar Tree, great. If you can't, go to Walmart. It's not that expensive. And you're gonna take it with your hands because you want it really thinned out. You don't want it crunchy, okay? And then now you're just gonna put it over these spots where you want it the most or the least, okay? And then when this dries, it'll turn dark brown. Hey Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. I just threw it on. We've been gone all day. I'm tired. And I just threw on a t-shirt. So see how grungy it looks? So that's going to sit off to the side to dry. So this is what it turned out when I was finished. I just wanted to kind of show you what you can do with boring labels. If they're all fancy and pretty and you want to make them old, coffee grunge, okay? So we're going to take the big can. We're going to do 3 different sizes. I plan on it. Just hopefully I'm hanging in there. So the first thing we're going to do is, oh, I forgot my, oh no, we're going to use Podge. So we're going to use Podge, Coffee Podge, which is grunge and Mod Podge together. Hi, Doreen. Yes, you could do that. You can stain it. You dry it really good before you put it through a printer. Hey, Claudia. So the first thing we're going to do is with the Coffee Podge is we're going to put our label on here. We want to get our label on first. Let me make sure I got the right up. I want it on this end. This is okay. I want it where it's flat. Now don't worry if it gets on stuff because it's actually going to get on your paper anyway. So now we're going to take our paper, and what I like about it, it makes the paper harder. Hey Cindy, I loved your idea. Now I have to come up with something for my grandbabies. Oh, cool, he is. Yeah, my kids, my daughter and my husband are the Packer fans. I'm just there for the ride. So we're just gonna add some more of the Podge around the edges. I'm not gonna make this too dark. I kind of want the edges, I want it to turn out to be really dark around this. So now this is where you take your coffee, your instant coffee, put it in a little container. Coffee Podge, when you get it situated, and you add the coffee to it, it melts, okay? So we're just gonna take some, trying not to get it all over my fingers, because if my fingers get wet, then it melts it faster on my hands, and then it doesn't get where it's supposed to be. And just take your, see how it melts it? Now you can do as much as you want or as little. Remember, there's no science to this, just knock yourself out. Make it you. So you see how it all starts to grunge? Okay, so we're making 3 jars. Well, I'm playing on it. We're gonna make 3 jars, and we're gonna make them grungy. Okay. We're gonna take some more of this. Now you can add if you wanted to. If you want it fine, you really don't want it too chunky on here. So try to grind this down a little bit with your hands. You smell really good when you're done, you guys. So just put it in a few spots. I don't want it so heavy that it's too dark. I just want it to have just enough to it. So we're gonna keep grunging. Now you can make it really dark. You guys have seen me how I've done the dark ones. So we're just gonna keep going. Just put it wherever you want. And if you want to, you can make it darker. It's kind of like your thing. So you can see how it's melting. See how it's melting? Now, if you really want it super dark, you keep going. I'm going to try not to do too dark on these. I kind of like the where the can's actually showing through, kind of like it's just beginning to rust. So I'm going to put a little bit more up in here. I'm going to put a little just up in this area. I do want my tops to be a little darker. Okay. So we've got number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this. The cat's probably going to freak out on me. He's sitting here next to me, Mr. Bougie. Hi, Shyla. How are you, sweetie? Thank you, Brenda. So let's go ahead and... The cat does not like the dryer. Don't ask me why. We're going to dry this. Now, with these cans, you can make them, fill them with whatever you want. I was kind of off and over Easter. I think I did enough Easter for a while. Oh, your daughter is too? And you're the Vikings? Isn't that funny? My oldest and my husband are the Packer fans. I'm not into football. Isn't it terrible? So we're going to let this one sit off to the side. Now you're going to smell really good when you're done. So as you can see, now you can go darker if you want. I just don't want it to be too dark, and then you know, it kind of takes away sometimes the beauty of the can, even though the can is not beautiful. Hey Anita, we're making vintage cans with our vegetable cans. We're making them vintage. Thanks, Lori. Hey Judy. So that's 1, and it says on here, Shaker seeds, blue imperial peas, and it tells you how to soak them. I found these online on Etsy, and they were kind of cool. They were different than your basic labels. I wanted something different. I didn't want it. Actually, I got ones that talk about medicine and wormwood and all this other stuff. So it was just kind of cool. So, okay, so let's do number 2. And I did this one. Same thing. I distressed it. Thanks, Claudia. So I did the same thing in here, aged it. So it looks old, not pretty. I always look for my edge where my seal is, so I don't... I got no seal? That's weird. I've never seen a can that didn't have an end. Oh well. I learn something new every day. So just put your coffee podge on where you're going to put your label. And this is going to just hold it down really good. And just hold it for a little bit. And you can make these as dark as you want or as light as you want, guys. This one's got to go up a little bit right there. And if it goes over the edge, it's fine. It's supposed to look like an old can that's been sitting in the garage for a while. I am going to play with, I don't know if you guys have seen that. You can take your, you take peroxide and what was it? Salt. Let me just cut this a little. Just take a little peroxide and salt, and you can naturally rust your stuff, you guys. I gotta try that. I have not tried that yet, so that'll be the next thing I want to try. So again, finely, try to do it finely. If your hands get wet, that's kind of harder to do the finer stuff, but it still will melt. And if you can help it along by adding a couple taps. And then adding some more if you want. And you can blend it in a little bit more. I thought these would be kind of cute to put some flowers in them. In the kitchen, on the shelf, all by itself. Get it? So you can make it old. Now, it's not for everybody, guys. I know that. I know all this stuff is not for everybody. Not everybody's into primitive. I like everything. I mean, I'm not a big modern person for modern stuff. I'm not very big into modern. Try to crush it down a little bit easier for myself. And then just go ahead and put a little bit more of that on. And like I said, you can put as much as you want on or as little as you want on. And then you go ahead and just tap some of it. And then it gives it that gooey look. And like I said, the ones I've done in the past were almost black. But we're not, I don't have a black one, do I? Where is it? I don't know what I did with it. I don't know. I have a black one that's all grunged up. Here, I'm going to add some more here. And you can make some spots really dark if you want. And let me tap some of this off. I don't need all that on my label. Put a little bit more over here. I had fun making that tin. That was a lot of fun to make. It's in my dining room. I love it. It's in my dining. Hi, Glenda. You love the grunge and rusty? Yeah, I do too. So, now of course we're going to let it dry, but I'm going to dry it a little bit. I don't want to freak the cat out. And we'll do the baby one. Hobby Lobby has stuff off 50 off. Hey Kim, we're making grunge cans, vegetable cans. Primitive, vintage, you name it. And these are really cute to put up on a shelf in the kitchen. We've got one more to go. I'm trying to get some of it to dry so that we can decorate them. But the grunge, the coffee podge is cool, you guys. If you've never made it, you've got to try it. It's pretty cool. I want to make, I saw Christy make her Easter bunnies. Craft Box Christy. She made her Easter bunnies with the wheels on them. I really like that. And she used the same material I did with my chick. I want to try to make it with the wheels, but I got to get to the store. And tomorrow he has his liver check tomorrow. And then Thursday is his PT. So we'll find out more this week about his liver. So this is another one I did up. So hopefully, hey Sherry, hey Joanne. So hopefully there's nothing wrong. We're thinking it's due to the chemo. It's got to be. That's the only thing I can think of. So we have to hope and pray it's just because of the chemo. Because he's got scarring on his liver, and it's from what I've read, it has to do with chemo. Can't find those bunnies. Which bunnies? Which bunnies were you talking, Kim? Sometimes I can't think and speak at the same time. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take a little bit of this, and then we'll get it all grunged in there a little bit more. A little bit at a time. Tap it. I just love this in the kitchen though. I think it's really cool in my pantry. All this. Who'd ever thunk? So this one will be another light one. Hey Brenda. Oh, thank you. Oh, go to Craft Box Christy. She made them. And I'm sure you can find them on Pinterest. I think I've seen that stuff on Pinterest too. But she's got them, and she's actually got kits. She actually has kits that she's selling, which is really cool because they're adorable. It messes up everything. You're right, Jerry. It messes up everything. It's like it fixes one thing only to mess something else up. And then we're going to just keep rotating this and adding more. And like I said, you could paint these black if you wanted to. But when I show you this next one, you'll see how cool it looks. I make a mess, yes. I enjoy my crafts. Yeah, Craft Box Christy. I think it's Craft Box is one word. Put a little bit more in some spots as well. And just keep tapping. You can put a little bit more of the gooey on there. I'll put a little extra coffee up in here. All up in there. I'll show you what these cans look like. You get messy, just so you know. You smell like coffee for, hey Mary, you smell like coffee bug for a long time. Is Steph on here? Are you on here, Steph? Oh God, I got that. And the coffee, if you work with coffee, well, when I stain all my fabric, my hands turn brown from all this coffee. And it's all in my nails, all the coffee. I smell like I could have a cup of coffee right now. Let me move all this out of the way. I'm going to need a piece of paper. I don't want to disturb the cat. God forbid I disturb the cat. So now I'm going to show you these. Put this back and close this up. We don't need this. Now this is number 1. See, it looks just like an old can you found in an antique store. Now, you don't have to do your labels straight. You can cut them so they're kind of jagged, but I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. Now this one got nice and grungy, look. And it got really grungy. And then you have the little baby that got really grungy. So this one's really grungy. But I don't want to lose the aesthetics of the label. Hang on. I'm going to try to put that out of my way, otherwise I'm going to end up wearing half of that. Let's try to dry some of this. Yes, I love it, Kim. Hey, Beth. I love it when my hands, and then all of a sudden I can't get rid of the coffee smell for a while. Now, you could have painted these black and did this, but sometimes it's kind of nice seeing the can itself. I just want to get some of it dried. And I'll show you the different fillers you can use in this. Now when it gets thick like this, it takes a little longer. How are you doing, Beth? Thanks, Kelly. How are you? Yeah, I got home. Like I said, we thought this appointment was at 11:40, so we left the house at 11. So we're farting around until the time, right? Well, then he goes in, finds out it's not till 3:40. We misread our calendar. So now we're out and about for a while until about 3 o'clock. think it was 3 o'clock. And then Kurt said, just drop me off and I'll just sit inside. I guess he didn't enjoy the shopping. It was a long day. By the time we were done, it was 4:45. So it's about 5. I think we got home about 5:30, quarter to 6. I was tired. I'm going to turn this up real quick. Oh, sorry. He does not like a hairdryer. Sorry, baby. My poor putty cat. You got snow? Oh, I'm good. Give me Texas heat anytime, guys. Now, they may not dry 100%. They may not dry 100% because they're really gooey. But this one's a little bit better. Sorry, baby. You okay down there? I don't want you to have a heart attack. So I thought, my brain was thinking, this big one I like the most. So we're going to just put in some this. We're going to just put in some of this moss. And now you can grunge these if you want. If you don't want these bright and shiny. I found these at would that be, I think that's Hobby Lobby, isn't that? Hey, Dewey. Is that, who is this? Oh, Walmart. These are Walmart, $2.98. Aren't they pretty? So we're going to just cut these down a little bit. I want to just stick them in here. I'm not going to grunge these right now. It's kind of nice just to change up. Instead of having rabbits and stuff, you can have just flowers and stuff. If you have tools and spoons, you can do that too. So you can do it where you have just a simple can with this, oh, hold on. Simple can with the flowers. And you could stack these, Walmart, yeah. You're washing dishes and listening. I did my dishes before I got on. So you could do it's okay, Kat. You can do a simple bouquet, and these would be pretty to put in your window. Now, if you have a glass jar, you can take your cuttings from your outside daffodils, put them in a glass jar and stick them inside, okay? So now we have number 2. Oh, hold on. I've got to put the meshy on here. I was going to put a mesh ribbon on them. Let me just put one simple mesh ribbon on the side. I didn't know how big they were going to be, but just going to do a simple one. My hands are sticking to each other. So you can just do a simple ribbon. You could do a tag if you really wanted to, but I'm out of tags. So I didn't get a chance to buy some, so I have to do that tomorrow. Okay, so let's go to number 2. I thought with this one, we could take, let's see, will that fit in there? I'm gonna bend these. We're gonna take a little selfie on this one. So like I said, you can coffee stain this too. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Now, I'm going to cut these down. These, I think, were these were Targets years ago. I have so many tulips. When I like something so much, I buy so many that it gets to a point I have so much. Why I get obsessed. Like if I had a clock collection, awesome clock collection. I get addicted. And what do? Buy clocks and clocks and clocks. And then next you know, I'm finding myself, why did I buy all these clocks? Okay. I'm not going to worry about which direction everything's in. Where's the label? Right there. Let me turn this a little bit better. I like it this side. Okay, I'll put another meshy on the side. Now, you do you. This isn't set in stone. But these are the things you can do if you're into primitive vintage look. They're just fun to put in your window though. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Sheila. These, if you put the glass jars in your window, it'd be really pretty. Okay. Now we have one more. I'm sticking so bad. And we're going to just put in, I thought I'd show you a different thing. Paper this time. You are the highest maintenance cat ever. He just gives me that look and he rolls his eyes like he should be over there letting me out. Yes, I always overbuy. Okay, so you can do paper this time. I have some more of these. I don't have any other cute flowers I can use. So we're just going to use these. Cut them really short. These were just bought mainly for stuff like this. But now that I have my itchy eye, sorry guys, something's itching me. Now you can take your paper this time. Let me get a little bit more paper in there. I can't use the other hand because all I need is coffee in my eyeball. Hey Carol, how are you, sweetie? You like the grunge? Okay, so let's go ahead and put a little on this. Oops. Oopsies. Such a mess. Like I said, you do you. But this is just showing you different methods you could put as fillers. Okay. Now, let me show you. So now here's the baby one. So here's the nice little baby one. How cute is that in a window? You like the tulips? So how cute would that be in a window if you had real plants? Put a glass jar inside. And so now you have a nice grunge. Now, like I said, you could paint it black first if you really wanted to. Now we're going to go to medium. Now the medium one. And I like the fact that all these said something about seeds. So I thought plants would be appropriate for these. And these are Etsy, guys. And then here's the big one. Imperial peas, it says. Hey, Sandy, how are you, sweetie? So tell me if this would not be cute to put in even a window or a, oh, shoot spa. Where's my, hang on just a second. I'm going to show you. I made a ton of bread again, so I have to show you my breads this week once we start making them again. I thought I had a big pan or something I could show you them in. It's like a booby trap in here. So like if you even had, I don't know if this would fit in here. Like if you had a little bit of a, no, that's too big, too little. If you had a bigger one, if you had like a wooden dobo, this would be really pretty in a wooden dobo. I feel like I'm talking non-English when I say dobo. Hey Cindy, how are you, sweetie? So this is how simple and easy it was to make something for your kitchen. You don't have to have it in the kitchen, but how cute is that? They all have something to do with seeds. So to me, it seemed appropriate to have my flowers. And these are not that bad looking flowers from Walmart. Hi Doreen, thanks. So hopefully you guys will try it. It's easy. Just make sure you find the coffee Podge and the coffee grunge and have that. I wish I had something to show it to you on better. Can you hang on a second? Hang on. I don't have my, but this is a box I made during one of my crafts. I added legs to a simple, this is a Walmart box. I think it was Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I added legs, I added strapping to it so that I could have it look like a trunk. Because, oh, it had to do with traveling. I think it was wild honey. So, and inside it had a picture, but I changed the picture out to be fancy this time. Oh, you have to, Cindy. These are so cute. So we're gonna put them inside here. We're gonna see if we can get them all. So if you had them in a cute little box, if you didn't want all of them, I think they look really good when you have lots. So let's move this one over here. That'll be a little less huge. But if you guys have never made one of these boxes, these things are so cute. Simple Hobby Lobby box. You make it look like strapping. I added the legs. I added the simple legs to it. Now it looks like a trunk when you close it. And it's got the latches. And I love the girl. I found her in my vintage bundle. So now if you wanted just to do a couple, or like say if you wanted to do just one, you could do it where you have just a little bit of the moss. You could put a candle in it so you can see her. And then you have a little cute vignette. Thanks, Levon. Thanks, Glenda. Thank you guys, you're so sweet. So, and if you don't want the big one in there, you can take your little babies and put them in here. And put them in there. So you can have it so you have your flower box. So you kind of do your own thing, or you can just not take them and put them inside the box. We can just put them on top of the box. Put them just on top of the box. And then you get to see them all. Now hold on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Better. So aren't they cute? Hold on. I don't want to be not showing you the whole thing. So if you've never made the box, the trunk, you need to do it. It is adorable. So easy. This is ribbon on here. I found the green and it had the, what do you call it? Where it's not ticking. It's where it's got lines all the way down like a trunk would have, like on the strapping. I can't remember where I found it, and I coffee stained it. So now it looks like a trunk. Isn't it cute? Hopefully you guys will try this. Like I said, I can always show this trunk again. This is I think a couple years old, the trunk. I think I did it with Wild Honey. Actually, we have an event. I got Craft Around the Clock on Wednesday, and Saturday, I have Wild Honey, the Terrific 2s, so we have to do everything in 2s as their second anniversary, so we have to do that. So, which can is your favorite? I think they're all kind of cute, but they're all, like I said, they're all seeds, so I thought it was kind of cool to do something with seeds. You could do, well, the cans are all different sizes. Try to do it where the cans can be seen. So, but it's simple and easy, guys. I hope you try it. Something different to do. Move outside your box. I'm trying to find things not everybody's doing exactly the same. Most people paint them black and then grunge it. I like it better this way. You like the tulips? They're pretty, hey? These are, I think you can still get them at Target. Oh, thanks, Sheila. So, and then I will let you know, I still have to go get the stuff for the 3 gift cards and stuff. So I'm going to work it. If not, it'll be next week before I can do the auction. Just once we get through this week and his doctor appointment, we should be okay. It's his PT. It doesn't bother me. It's the doctor thing that's going to take an entire day tomorrow probably. So you like them all? So just remember, if you don't like fake, put glass bottles in here, fill it with water, and get your clip-ins in there and start enjoying your flowers from outside. Mine died already on me. All my daffodils outside, they're gone. They bloom, I think they only bloom once. So, but fresh would look just as beautiful, or you can go to the store and actually just go buy yourself some flowers. So, but that's all I had for you guys tonight. I love you all. I'll keep you posted. I will be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Yeah. I'll have to come up with something else to do. I don't know what. I have to figure it out. I have to figure out all week. So I'm just trying to use what I have here instead of buying more stuff. So, well, guys, enjoy. I hope you try it. You never know if you're going to enjoy it unless you try it, right? So, okay, guys. Hey, I love you. Get some rest, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.